So they gave me 1 hour at the back of in a place called Area 3. It was about, would you say, about 10 miles from the Hook. It was Camp Casey, it was called, Camp Casey. And that was where you used to have to go from the Hook for rest week, you know. And so I became a driver, and I took a couple of ammunition up, a couple of nights. But what happened then, they said that the Colonel Stephen, who was the CO, our Colonel, his driver had got something wrong with him, and he'd gone to Curie Hospital, so they want to drive the CO. Yeah. So they said you get 2 stripes to put on your arm because he's important. Anyway, I became the Colonel's driver, but it wasn't.
So how did you become wounded?
Well, that was what happened. I used to have to take him out every morning to the companies. Yes. Well, D Company on the Hook, because the Hook is a kind of, what they said there, they had the Chinese in front and both sides, and you could be cut off. It was a dangerous place to go. And you used to got a lot of mortaring. I think they used about 10,000 mortars in one night. You know, that's what it was like, mortaring all the time. Anyway, we'd come up and we'd come under mortar fire, the Jeep. And the Colonel said, he jumped out and said, quick, get it out. But I didn't get out. And the Jeep, which I've got in my room, I've got the real copied photographs of the Jeep, all in pieces. And it's the mortar actually almost hit the Jeep, blew the Jeep, but it blew me 40 yards out. Without a seatbelt, I saved my life with no seatbelt, because if I'd have had a seatbelt, I'd have been underneath the Jeep.
You didn't have a seatbelt right there?
Lucky enough, because I got blown out of the Jeep and I got a long way.
So where were you wounded?
I've got both legs. I can't feel this leg at all. It went in there, come out there, and I've got scars there. Also, I also had 2, you know, we had the American equipment, and the American flak jackets, they called them. Yeah. They wasn't bulletproof vests. Right. We had 2 phosphorus grenades on your chest there. Well, one of the phosphorus grenades on me went off when I got blown up, and so I got severely burns all up here, all my arms and that, you know, and my neck. And also, I got the worst wound. The shrapnel 1.5 inches went into my back here, and it's still there now. Oh, it went there? Between 2 and 3 knuckles of your spine, like that. And the Americans, I got picked up by American helicopter, MESH, you know, and I was taken first of all to a Norwegian MESH, the Norwegian, you know, and what they did not take anything out. They just bandaged you up and sent you with all the shrapnel still inside to the American place. It's called Z Unit in Cell, you know, and I had 3 operations there. But what they did say, they couldn't take the shrapnel out because it would do more damage by them leaving it. So they left it, and over the years I had lots of backaches and things, and it was terrible. But as I got older, it got better. Do you know I couldn't get through the Gatwick